Hello, welcome back to my channel and to today's video, which is this year's spring edition of what's new in my wardrobe. For those of you who are regulars, you will know how these videos work, so I'm just gonna get stuck straight in with my first item, and I wanted to get this one out of the way because it's my only luxury purchase and it is the most expensive. And I actually haven't made a luxury purchase in a while. I'm tempted to say about a year. So yes, I'm going to start off with these. It is a pair of Celine sunglasses. They were £400, which is, it is sickening amounts of money for a pair of sunglasses. And I do try and look for sunglasses, especially when they're Celine, because they are just so expensive. I try and look for them pre-loved. But I couldn't find these pre-loved for a price that I was willing to pay, because with sunglasses they can get scratched easily, and yeah. And it's safe to say my most worn pair of sunglasses, in fact I'm just going to pop these on. It's safe to say my most worn pair of sunglasses are my Celine Baby Audreys, of which I am now on my third pair of, because I've lost 2 pairs. And I'm hoping third pair is the lucky pair and I don't lose those. So basically I just wanted a slightly different shape. I've been after these oval ones for some time now. They've been a very permanent fixture on my wish list for at least the last year and a half. And essentially I was just sort of saving up, because £400 is a crazy amount of money for a pair of sunglasses. But as I said, a good investment for me, because if I sort of break it up as price per wear after a couple of years, it ends up being absolutely nothing. And I know there may be some of you that will be wondering why I opted for these, because they do have such a bold logo on the side. And my Baby Audreys were from the old Celine range, so they had the really minimalistic Celine just written down the side, which admittedly I do prefer. But obviously now with new Celine, they're having a phase where basically they've gone back to the classic Triomphe logo. And you know what? I don't find this logo as, I don't want to use the term offensive, but as in your face as perhaps the Chanel CC or the Gucci GG. I think it is a little bit more classic, even though it is another CC if you look at it. But yeah, I don't find this one sort of as in your face, even though it still very much is, but it doesn't offend me as much, so I can kind of let that slide. So yes, there we go. Oval Celine sunglasses, my first most expensive purchase, and probably will be my only sort of luxury purchase for some time. Right, let's move on. I'm going to put those back there. Right, let's move on to the next item on my rail. I've actually got 2 pieces of knitwear here from a brand called Nobody's Child. They do proclaim to be an eco-conscious, eco-friendly, you know, all of those kind of words brand. I am a little bit hesitant to use any kind of terms in the eco realm, because if a brand does create new garments, whether it's using organic cotton or recycled materials, you are still producing new garments. So I don't know if that can really I don't know if that can really be classed as eco-friendly, but I suppose it's a very broad term. But they do like to use organic cotton and recycled materials, and I suppose they are a more responsible brand, I feel like maybe is a better term to use for Nobody's Child. So the first item that I have, got 2 pieces of knitwear, is this little striped cardigan. I love stripes. This is not new information, and yes, as I said, I do like to repeat some items, purchases, which look very, very similar, and there are some more stripes coming up on my rail as well. But I've never had a striped cardigan like this. And basically I have 2 knitwears here and some more at the end of the rail. I wanted to start building up a little bit more of like a capsule spring-summer knitwear collection, so that I can pack away more of my cashmere when I do my wardrobe switchovers, which is coming, I think, in 2 weeks' time. I'd have to check the schedule, but I think in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to, I've sort of found myself when it comes to warmer days when I'm wearing cashmere, even though technically it's supposed to be temperature regulating, I just find myself getting a bit too warm in it. So I wanted to start building up more of like a cotton based knitwear wardrobe. And that is why I opted for this, because it is cotton. So I got this in a UK size medium. I think according to the size chart I would have been a size small, so it is worth sizing up. I probably could have even gone up to a large in this to get the sort of desired slouchy effect that I like, but it does fit nicely and I am happy with the way that it fits. But it's a really easy piece to style, can wear it with a plethora of jeans, trousers. This can even be carried on through to summer with some shorts. And I think the bonus of a cardigan is then you can layer like basic items underneath and therefore you've got more styling options. Now, my second piece of knitwear from Nobody's Child is this sort of light beige colour slash neck. Quite a basic piece, I think it's safe to say, but it's again one of those neutral items which I know is going to fit in well with my wardrobe. I'm going to get lots of wear out of it. It definitely has more of a sort of summer feel to it, 'cause although you might not be able to see on camera, it does have not a super open knit. It's not like a fishnet by any means, but the weave of the knit is quite loose. So I feel like you could get away with wearing just a bra underneath, but it would be a little bit visible, or you could layer under just a basic sort of vest top underneath, just so that it becomes a little less obvious to see what you're wearing underneath. But yeah, I just thought this was a good option for spring summer seasons. Again, in summer it can be carried through when maybe evenings are getting a little bit chillier and you just want a little cover up if you're out in the garden, pub, beer garden, that kind of thing. And neutrals are always my vibe, so there's never a way to go wrong with a neutral. Right, moving on to my next item, which is these linen and viscose blend trousers from Marks and Spencer. Now, while I have it in my head, these are 52% linen and 48% viscose, and viscose is a fibre or a fabric which I'm actually really starting to love. I'm actively sort of trying to seek that out now when I'm looking at items, and I think blending it with linen is a really good idea, because linen is, well, we all know it is prone to creasing. The slightest sort of movement from linen, if you're wearing a shirt or trousers, and it will crease. Sitting down in linen, a nightmare. But I kind of think that you sort of accept that with a summer fabric like linen, and it is to be worn in a slightly more casual way. However, these are tailored trousers, so they are technically like suiting, and I think by mixing in that viscose it definitely takes away some of that crease factor. Now, admittedly, I haven't worn these for long periods of time. I've literally just tried them on because we haven't really got the weather for linen trousers at the moment. Although we've had quite a mild winter, I'm still not really out of my knitwear and sort of cozy joggers and things at home, and definitely going outside, it's not linen trouser weather. But just from kind of having them in my wardrobe, and they've been moved from pillar to post as I've been moving things because I'm waiting to do my wardrobe switch over before I actually blend these into my wardrobe. I've just noticed that they haven't creased as much as what some of my other just 100% linen trousers would have. So I think that's already a good sign. Now, these are one of 2 M&S items I have on my rail today, but if you're a fan of M&S like I am, next week I have a full what's new in Marks and Spencer's for spring try on review, and I have some more items which are actually new which I've kept in my wardrobe, but I didn't want to feature them in today's video because I thought I'd hold off for that dedicated M&S video. So that's coming up next week. Right, let's move on to my next item, which is actually 2 items, individuals, but I've sort of put them together because it is a matching suit, and this is a suit from ARKET. I've still got the tags on these because I haven't worn them yet for obvious reasons, again the weather and time of year, but I'm a little bit hesitant as to the sizing of the blazer, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna return that and size down. I did get this in my usual size, but ARKET love an oversized blazer, and I think that whilst I like an oversized fit, this almost looks too big, but I'll try it on in the cutaways and you guys can let me know your thoughts. But for me, I think it might be a little bit too big. Now, I selected this suit because I have a couple of weddings this year. And so this basically is going to be my wedding suit. Obviously, I'm already married, but I'm just attending as a guest. And I think it's a really nice colour for sort of summer weddings as well. Online, they call it mustard. It is in no way mustard. I'd call it more of like a lemony beige. I know that's not going to be on the Pantone chart, but you know what I mean. It's definitely more of like a pale washed out yellow. It's not as deep and mustardy as mustard. But the fabric is beautiful. It's nice and lightweight, but at the same time, it does have like enough weight to it to make it hang nicely. And I just think that when you have a style like mine, you can then split it up and wear it on normal days. Like I can wear these trousers, I can dress them down with trainers or sandals and just wear a vest top, or wear a piece of knitwear on top. And the same with the blazer. I can layer that again over a basic, wear it with some linen trousers, wear it with jeans. So they're items which aren't just hanging in my wardrobe waiting for occasion wear, but they can be worn as occasion wear. And that is what I am a big fan of, items that are not just left waiting for the day to be worn. Right, on to, this is my second Marks and Spencer, my second Marks and Spencer item that is new in on my rail, and it is just a basic. This is 50% linen and 50% modal, which is very similar to viscose, and it's just a little v-neck striped basic. It is black and white, this one, but the black is, I'd say the black is quite soft, it's not super harsh. And a lot of my t-shirts are round neck, but I am quite a fan of a v-neck, so I just thought this was a nice little light option for the spring summer seasons. Right, next on the rail is a pair of wide leg jeans from Pull & Bear. Now, I am not by any means a regular shopper at Pull & Bear, but I was on the hunt for a pair of white or slightly off-white, like not super pure brilliant white jeans with a wide leg that were long enough, that were comfortable and that were flattering. And I tried, I reckon I maybe went and tried, and this is over the course of maybe a couple of months, I've probably tried about 9 or 10 pairs of jeans on, and these were the winners. They were $27.99, which I am thrilled about, by the way, because I've tried on some luxury brands and they were not good. They are 100% cotton. Of course, they're Pull & Bear, so they're not organic cotton. They are not responsible or eco-friendly in any way, shape or form. But $27.99 can't be sniffed at, and they just fit perfectly. The leg length is just right. The colour is exactly what I was looking for. They're 100% cotton, so they don't have all the stretch in them. They are proper denim, but they're also quite soft. They don't feel starchy or stiff. There's movement in there, like they do have a little bit of give in there. Yes. Thrilled with these, and definitely looking forward to those once we get over all the rain and mud. Sorry if you can hear my belly going, but I haven't had breakfast yet and it is grumbling. Okay, I spy another repeat purchase at the end of my rail, so I'm just gonna grab all 3 of these. I do not normally shop in the mainline range at H&M. Every now and then I might see something, find something like these that I'm like, yes, I know I will get wear out of that, and I'm just gonna go for it. So again, these are a cotton and I think acrylic blend. So not 100% cotton, but definitely a better option for me in terms of building up my spring summer knitwear sort of collection. So I got I basically bought this jumper in all 3 colours that it came in. So originally I got this one with the, I think, are those black or navy stripes? I think they're actually navy stripes, so cream and navy. That was the first original one that I got. When it arrived, I tried it on, I wore it, I loved it. So I then thought, do you know what? I'm going to get the other 2. So there's the beige and cream stripe, and as you can see, they're quarter zip style. And then I also went for the creamy, just plain cream as well. All very, very versatile, just really easy throw on pieces to wear. I think they were $32.99 each. So it might seem a little bit excessive that I bought 3, but I am very much, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, but if I find something that I really like and I know that I'm going to wear and wear and wear, I will buy it in every colour that it, not necessarily every colour that it comes in, but every colour that works for me. And this just happened to be available in very sort of neutral tones. And so, yeah, unashamedly, I bought all 3. And I love them. Right, final purchase, which is these black sandals with a little gold toe detail. And as you can see, they are from Zara, which might be slightly controversial because I did have a ban on myself shopping at Zara. Well, PSA, I have decided to end my Zara shopping ban. Now, I am not going to go back to doing Zara hauls or to buying loads of stuff, you know, from Zara, but I think that I found that I've missed certain things from Zara, denim and trousers being one. Now, I love Marks and Spencer trousers because they offer 3 leg lengths, and actually I think I forgot to mention that when I was talking about the linen trousers, but they do offer the short / petite, regular, and then long, and I always go for the long. But Zara has always been one of those brands that has just, they don't offer different leg lengths, but the legs have always been long, and that was one thing I loved about them when I did work for them. I loved that I could get my jeans and my trousers from there, and they always fit me. And when you have longer legs, and also when you have shorter legs, it can be quite difficult finding trousers on the high street, and denim. So yes, I was essentially cutting my nose off to spite my face. I'm ending my Zara ban, but by no means does this mean everything's going to be Zara. But from time to time, I will definitely consider them when there's something specific I'm looking for in my wardrobe. So there's a US brand called Emmy Parsons, and they had a slightly different style. They are definitely more premium looking, but they have this little sort of, it's almost like a toe ring detail, this toe loop with a gold detail. And they were like £200 more than what these cost. And I was unsure as to whether I wanted to spend that kind of money on a luxury pair of shoes, which, let's face it, they're not everyday sandals. They are a slightly dressier option. And then I was browsing the Zara website because I have always done that over the years. I will go on there to get inspiration for mixing colours, for outfits and things. And I did see these and I was like, wow, that's exactly what I was looking for, and for a fraction of the price. So do you know what? I did. I got these because I did not want to spend over £200 on a pair of sandals, which A, could very well just completely obliterate my feet, but B, won't be worn as often as perhaps some of my more comfortable options like my Chanel Dad sandals, which were worth the money that I paid for them. So yes, that is our ending note. Zara ban,